John in Wyoming. Go ahead, John.
Man, I'm sitting here listening to this shit. I just want to drive my car into a fucking pole. That guy, I hope he's crowded up in a closet somewhere just crying his eyes out, drunk off fucking moonshine.
Right.
That is fucking pathetic.
Every guy's getting the douche chills today. Let's say hi to John in Michigan, I guess. John? Wow. What's up with the listeners today? Johnny!
Must be the hurricane.
John.
It's Tom or John?
What?
Whoever you are, talk.
Yeah, that dude had to have been a virgin, man. 'Cause he also sounds like one of them dorks from fucking school could never get a girl, and he finally got something, and he's all obsessed about it.
That's true,
man.
too.
That could be true.
He's not a bad-looking guy, so she's probably like, he's kind of cute and friendly and, whatever.
Yeah, and then he pours his heart out on that tape. Oof.
You know what I used to do? I would never sing to a girl, but I would walk by her house with my radio playing when a cool part of the song came on. Like she would look out and associate me with the song.
Yeah, man.
With your Peter Gabriel
You didn't
greatest
really
hits.
do that, right?
Oh, yes, I did. With live Ozzy.
Are you shitting me?
I'm not.
You thought it would associate yourself
Like with
Costanza like that? Like they did on Seinfeld?
What's that?
You put the song in the girl's head, and she associates it with you every time she hears it.
Oh, I don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
Ugh.
I remember an anonymous letter I wrote, but I really wanted her to know who I was.
Anonymous, but not quite anonymous, yeah.
And then I asked her out on the phone.
And
She said no.
She's like, no, I don't think so. She was nice, though. She wasn't twatty.
That's why you listen to this and you can laugh and everything, but what guy, depending on what age you were, didn't have the crush?
Dude,
you just, you wanted that girl so bad.
I said to her, because she was hot, I said to her, you don't want to go out with me, do you?
Oh,
I looked her up in the phone book, and they like confidence. And and she's like, no, I don't think so. And I was trying to be casual, but I fucked up. I swear to God, I went, yeah, well, that's how the ball crumbles.
Oh. You said that's how the ball crumbles? You stunk back then. Old mushmouth. Big fans got that call for the next flubs. No? Nothing?
Bloopers, flubs, and for real teenage humiliations. I am Iron Man. As I walk by the house.
That's gonna
Did
get
you
her.
time your steps and the part and everything?
It just...
Like, I got to time. If I walk from this sewer cap over here to the door, it should kick in.
Wow.
See?
Wow.
I should have had a nozzle hanging off me.
You had it bad then.
That's
pretty bad.
The letter I wrote, I did something like, I'm like, if you want to know who I am, wear like such and such a shirt. It was like serial killers in a weird way on Tuesday, like a pink shirt on Tuesday, and she did, or something I told her to signal, and of course she did. And I just liked the fact that we had that little communication.
Oh my God.
I had no balls or anything. Growing up, I was the worst with girls when I was really young. Like I'm talking 5th grade, 6th grade. We had this thing where we had to make
balls.
these.
You were getting laid at 13.
That's when I was older.
You were meeting fat chicks on a horse.
I'm talking 5th grade and stuff like that. 4th grade.
13. I was still 4 to 5 years away from getting laid.
We had to make these dinoramas. You ever make these in shoe boxes? You put them in a shoebox and you make these little scenes like Civil War and things like that.
The Pilgrims.
Was
a popular one.
You put a mirror in there for the lake.
And
then you put the little trees that you make and stuff. So we made those and other classes were invited to come in and you sat behind your diorama and they would look at it. So I had such a crush on this girl. And she was walking through, and I saw her online and everything, and I was going to try to, and I was imagining what I was going to say to her and how it was going to go the whole time she was walking toward me. So she comes up, she's right next to me, ready to look at my diorama, and she finally steps in front of me, and after all this plotting and scheming in my head, I just looked at her. She looked at me, kind of smiled. I said nothing. And she walked away, and all that what played out in my head was just nothing, and I kicked myself in the ass for years.
Just a little faggot with a diorama.
That was it. I was nothing. I should have just cut a big hole in the back and stuck my cock through it so she could look.
Grab the tall Nordic character.
Here it is. This is a diorama of Loch Ness.
That's right. Go lick the surgeon's photograph. Cock these. Dude, you know what I wrote in the note? And I'm like almost can't say it.
No, what is it?
I was such a notorious Ozzy fan.
It is long. What did you say?
The Bam Jimmy. I want to stand back to back and kiss you belly to belly. I think I wrote Dear Michelle.
How do you spell that?
Yeah, I wonder what his diorama was like. There's a little shoebox with a mirror in it. Well, apparently it was snowing in this town. I wrote something about I forget what it was, but I wrote. I think "Speak of the Devil" was out, like Ozzy's album.
Yeah,
but I think I wrote it in like as a hint, like in Spanish or something like that, like the name of the seat.
Oh no! In your anonymous letter, so she would know it was you because everyone knew you were an Ozzy fan.
But you did it in Spanish.
Or something that
she would have to do.
Apollo Diablo.
Oh my God.
Oh, I should have gotten a restraining order.
I was awful.
Oh, is that horrid?
I used to follow a girl home
Nice.
every day. Every
Really?
day, staying about 100 to 200 yards behind her, and then speeding up and getting closer and closer, and then backing off because I didn't have the balls to actually confront her. Day after day, I found out that she would walk home, and it was a good mile from the. This was in high school actually. And,
How long did that go on?
Off and on for.
Present.
Off and on for, I would say, over a month.
Really?
Over a month.
Never said a word to her.
Never said a word.
Yeah, bunch of faggots.
Never said a word. And I
Jimmy
really,
had
at the
balls.
time, I really liked this girl. But I just couldn't, get the balls to actually, walk up to her and even say something like, oh, you're walking, well, what a coincidence, something. I think at the end of it, she knew I was following her.
You know what the thing was? It wasn't so much that you're afraid to ask or afraid of rejection because of
You had it
its
worked
rejection.
up. You had it so worked up in your mind.
I would rather have this hope that it might happen someday than get rejected and know that the fantasy is just wiped out.
Right.
So as long as I don't ask and she doesn't say no, there's always a chance that down the line something's going to happen that will bring us together and we'll hold hands.
I couldn't face being
at the assembly.
You're so right, because at the time I couldn't face being rejected by her.
Right.
So it was like, walking up, I would get closer, and then my heart would just be.
Yep.
I'm like, I would have an anxiety attack, I think.
Yeah.
And then I would back off, like, no, today's not the day.
Nice long piece of duct tape out, the shovel. Just waiting to clunk her over the head.
Do you understand? I'm
I think
37 and I'm still doing the same thing. I can't
Really?
ask because I'm afraid they're going to say,
And that ruins it.
yeah, I want the fantasy.
I mean, this goes way back, but I believe I stopped doing it because I think she was on to me and would start walking a lot faster. And I'm like, you know what? She's now on to this. I got to stop this.
It is him!
I got to stop this.
Zell! It is Opie, the blonde angel.
Just trying to scurry.
I know you, you murderer. And the old guy from Tiny Make the Donuts is working behind the counter. I know you, you murderer.